I had a heart attack a few years ago, so I'm on this medication. On the back it says it may cause drowsiness. That's my excuse. Anyone who flashes Freemasonry symbols can be disregarded. Someone showed up in the recommendations named Joseph Campbell. One can find out that he was a real name, so to speak. This video had him talking about Carl Jung, something about shadows. It didn't really teach anything, in my honest opinion. But what I did notice is him throwing Freemason symbols, and when you see that, that person can be ignored. It's time to create a new world without paid fakes and useful idiots. I'm not talking about inadvertent times. He makes it obvious, as does Joe Rogan, whose videos are apparently being censored on Spotify. I grabbed a few clips here and there, proving Rogan is racist and sexist, and COINTELPRO and CIA and all that stuff. I would just search. I would see references in forums to certain shows, then I would track them down, and I took the clip. That's how it's done. So, while many thought I was wrong to say that Rogan had deflated his own career, they said I couldn't even make a dent in him. In his shtick, I mean. I'm a nonviolent anarchist. I don't watch Joe Rogan. I don't know why anyone would watch him. Or I do know it's because he gets famous people. To get around that, you just have one person watch him and upload it to BitChute or wherever one's allowed to upload it. Someone must watch that garbage. He won't be getting the page views. Last on the poo-poo platter menu for this show is a bit of Bukowski. I like what he had to say about dying. I liked what he said about the mediocrity of minds, that we have to reevaluate everyone who's been in the medium. He said something about reading Tolstoy. Is that it? The guy who wrote War and Peace. He said he couldn't grok what the big deal was. He was humble too. He said there's a void out there. There's a vacuum for anyone to step in. That's how I feel with my videos. There's a big frickin' vacuum out there, a void. So I stepped in. I'm not even that good. Bukowski was humble. He said, I'm not even that good, or something similar. That should about wrap it up.
Things take on a repeat. You understand? You keep seeing the same thing over and over again. The same substance, the same action, the same reaction. So you get a little bit tired of life. So as death comes, you almost say, okay, baby, it's time, it's good. Each line must have its own power, its own feeling, its own juice, its own flavor. Writing must never be boring. It must not bore the reader, the writer. It must not bore anybody. You have to have juice in each line, don't you see? You don't believe me, but I'm trying to tell you. I get so... Writers put me to sleep. They always did. They always will. Each line must be an entity unto itself. But must carry its own, like a voltage juice. You can't say, Mrs. McGillicuddy was sitting in her chair. It was 3:30 p.m. on a southern morning in Georgia.